You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee. Smells like freedom.
That is the official coffee blend of the Dan Farris bonus hour.
It is. It is good stuff, too. That's what's in my cup right now.
Just got our hands on a pound of Reaper Arsenal Dark Roast.
So good.
Officially open in Brandon real soon. Keep listening for all the details on that.
Oh, yeah, because it's far more than just coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And all veteran-owned, veteran-operated,
Guns.
veteran-manufactured.
Fantastic.
Cool stuff.
Coffee tastes great, and it smells like freedom.
It does.
It does.
Happy May 4th, or Star Wars days these
May
days.
the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. I mean, I was there. I was there. The original movie, The Lucky Twin Drive-In in Minneapolis.
You know,
Butch and Lenny and Short But Squeaky, who got in the trunk. Because he was short but squeaky.
there were a lot of people who didn't think that was going to take off and didn't think it was going to be a big deal.
Obviously,
But it's done all right.
pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, we had to go back 2 times that summer.
Oh, nice.
Watch it. Yes, we did.
Good.
So 3 times the original Star Wars.
On a drive-in screen.
Drive-in, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Short But Squeaky got in free all 3 times.
That's the nice thing about fitting in a trunk.
It was the trunk of a 57 Chev, convertible,
wow.
by the way. Oh, we were styling.
Style, yeah.
We were styling. Let's see. Birthdays today, Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, yeah.
Class act all the way. If you've never seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, watch it. Just do it. Mick Mars. Come
Band.
on. Motley
Band?
Crue.
Motley Crue.
Okay.
There we go.
Guitarist. Yeah, Robert Allen Deal is actually Mick's name. He's 70 today. Doesn't look a year over 102.
He's the oldest one in the band, isn't he?
He is, yes.
I was going to say. I thought so.
Yep, by far. And Horace Mann, author, educator, pretty much pioneered the elementary school system.
Nice.
And there's a Horace Mann Elementary right here on East 26th.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, because it is Horace Mann's birthday, all those students and faculty, of course, have the day off today.
Do they really? I don't think that's the way it works.
It was 1893, John and Heidi.
Heard it on the radio.
And I always wonder about how did stuff really get started? I mean, how did stuff like get invented? And it's always just so funny to me. It was this day in 1893, cowboy Big Billy Pickett invents bulldogging. That's the skill of grabbing cattle by the horns and wrestling them to the ground.
No kidding.
Yes, and he
So-
started that whole thing out with, hold my beer. That's how most things get started.
Guys, watch this.
Yeah, because really, what's the purpose?
I don't know. Probably no purpose whatsoever.
This is surprising. 1973, this very day. Of course, there's always outrage about moral standards on TV. What are we watching? What are we getting on the internet? Blah, blah, blah. 1973, the first TV network female nudity in this country was a little thing called Steam Bath, starring Valerie Perrine. You can look her up. She was quite the deal in the 70s and 80s. But the thing is, it aired on PBS. Oh, wow. First network female nudity in America. PBS.
Wow.
Fascinating. And in 1982, just because I'm a fan, and this is such a random sports story, and I actually recall this. It was just that bizarre. Minnesota Twins rookie outfielder Jim Eisenreich, who suffered from Tourette's syndrome, removed himself from the ball game in the outfield because he couldn't stop taunting the Red Sox fans in the bleachers behind him.
So I'm just going
I'm not making this
sit
up.
Oh, that's
to go
funny.
sit this one out.
Couldn't get it under control. He just went, you know what? I'm just putting myself on the bench.
That's hilarious.
There are times Heidi does that here. I'm going to just sit this one out.
That's got to be pretty awful, though. You just uncontrollable. What's coming out of your mouth? And when old Jim went, yeah, I think I'm done. These Sox fans are probably going to beat me half to death when the game's over. So that actually happened. You can look it up. So I know, you know, we all know, and we can just forge right ahead here.
We are going to do exactly that. The John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Smells like freedom.
Are you ready to travel again?
Join us for the best week of your life.
The Sands is an immersive Gen X era experience for 5 sun-filled and fun-filled days at Dreams and Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun.
Enjoy music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Wang Chung,
Firehouse,
Honeymoon Suite,
CNC Music Factory,
The Jets, and more.
Make plans to join us for the Sands.
October 25th through 30th.
Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
And this is stuff Dan finds interesting. What do you find interesting today, Dan?
I find this really interesting. Okay, so the Chinese blast like their version of a Skylab.
Oh, yeah.
Into space, of course, and this is recent.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the afterboost for all this stuff is, well, it's falling to Earth now. We're looking at about 21 tons
Of stuff.
of
just
screaming hot metal.
Wow.
landed. Do they know where it's going to land?
They sure don't, John, and that's
That's the fun part.
what I love about this is, as far as they can figure, probably, hopefully, the ocean.
We think.
Like there's only one ocean.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
there's two, the Atlantic and the Pacific. That's
Can you
it.
be more Pacific?
I hearken back to 1979. Was the summer of 79. It was the first incidence of this. Because keep in mind, a lot of countries just blast stuff into space. There's all kinds of stuff up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of space junk.
At some point, most of it's coming back.
Yeah,
Some of
for
it burns
sure.
up on reentry and just like lands like
Well, the hope,
Disappears.
the hope is
Yeah.
all of it will burn
Yeah.
up in reentry, but a lot of times it doesn't. Like 21 tons of Chinese stuff, it's coming back.
Wow.
This was the Skylab in 79.
Yeah.
But it was such a big deal. It was just on the news all the time, all the time, all the time.
Yeah.
In fact, the day it was supposed to crash to Earth, and they had it narrowed down between like Australia and New York.
Oh, so
They really had it narrowed.
it was dangerously accurate.
But I will never forget, and I still laugh thinking about it. Me and my 2 high school buddies, Butch and Lenny, we bought a case of beer, Old Milwaukee Long Necks. I think it was like $2.50 a case. Grabbed our baseball mitts and lawn chairs and sat in the backyard all day.
Just to catch it in case.
We had our gloves on. We had a Skylab party. But a lot of people did that. It was like this big celebration.
Gonna watch, see if it comes down near us.
And actually, it did come down on most of it, the Indian Ocean, and some of it did actually land on Australia, but
Did it really?
not a residential area. But
Thank
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, in the next little while here, 21 tons of Chinese rocket stuff is
Awesome.
going to be. I don't know where it's going. So
Well, I'm gonna get my catcher's mitt and head outside
might wanna
looking for it.
But to me, all this whole space program thing,
Yeah.
but it's all based on, and it's a guy thing, not to be misogynist, but guys guys are very competitive.
Yeah.
When you think about it, several hundred years through the Olympics,
Yeah.
like the Summer Olympics, 2 of the things are the shot put, the javelin throw.
Yeah.
It's basically how far can guys throw stuff.
Yeah.
So they really upped the ante when Russia sent up Sputnik, and then,
Yeah.
then we did a moon landing in the 60s. And all that's based on how far can guys throw stuff.
Yeah, kinda.
Because there's really no other reason for doing it. We've got a rover on Mars now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rock. Who cares? Nobody. It's all about,
They're flying a drone around on
all
Mars
about
now.
we just threw something farther than you.
Yeah,
And
we did.
that's
Yeah.
all it is. It's pretty awesome, actually.
It is kind of awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can catch some of that stuff.
So yeah, that was just something I
Take it out to TJN and sell some scrap metal.
found kind of interesting.
Very
That's
cool.
all.
Well, Dan, thank you for that update, sir.
I hope you found it interesting as well. Although that's never the criteria for this segment. Only I have to find it
I'm
interesting.
glad you
is
found
true.
it, but I also did find it interesting. And coming up here, before you know it, we're going to have a little coffee news. We're going to get to that. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris, back in the studio here. You have some hard-hitting news, or what do you have?
I do, and I don't know if this will go over big or not. I can kind of play it either way, but this all stems back. Well, for instance, in my own case, I left the Ferris Fortress about a month or so ago, and there was my 40-foot tree on my boulevard, and I came home a few hours later, and
Gone.
I thought, Well, that sure is a lot of house I'm seeing.
Yeah.
What's the deal here? Oh, the tree is gone.
No, I need to paint.
It's just gone. Well, the emerald ash borer and lots of trees. Well, in Del Rapids, it was the same thing. Well, now the city of Del Rapids is actually offering property owners within city limits a $100 rebate to plant a tree.
Oh, that's a good idea.
The tree rebate program, created from a contribution from former Governor Dennis Dugard, is limited to a total of 2 trees per property. So I guess you can plumb on to $200.
Cool. Could I do that too? Do I need to live in Del Rapids?
You kind of do. That's why it's the Del Rapids tree rebate program.
So all I really need is an address in Del Rapids.
But I thought, okay, you're going to give me $100 to plant a tree, or probably if you're residential, going to want a larger shade type tree.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's just take the maple.
There you go.
Well, the maple, there is a lot of different species of maple.
Yeah.
You've got your basic maple. Well, a maple tree or sapling, whatever they're called, it's going to cost you about $50.
Okay.
But if you want something real decorative, say a Chinese emperor maple,
Ooh,
it's over $200.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So your average maple is probably $100, $125, something like that.
So basically you just wipe out the cost.
So it's not like you're just making $100. You got to buy a tree, then go
Right.
through the laborer, and then you got to take care of it and everything
Does
else.
the tree have to live? How long does it have to be alive before they send you a check?
I don't think so.
So I could just stick a branch in the ground, snap a photo, and get my check?
You know how they are going to regulate it. I would guess you have to somehow contact City Hall, fill out a form.
I hope nobody does what I
good.
just said. I was just teasing.
So yeah, if you want all the dirt on the rebate program, you can just go to cityofdelrapids.org.
Very nice. They've got quarry days there. Do you know that?
And Cootie Days, which I prefer.
Yeah, I like them both. We're going to actually go to quarry days again this year. I hadn't been there a couple of years, but
Because,
we're gonna
they have a big quarry out there.
They do. Yeah.
And years ago, they had a cootie problem. So
Huh. Well, I didn't know that.
They did. That's true, Heidi. Look at that.
I will. I will.
Well, Dan, thank you for the update, sir.
They don't like to talk about it.
Well, let's not
Keep
talk
it on
about
the
that.
down low.
So this is kind of bizarre because now you're leaving.
Yes.
You're done. And
Yes.
we've got Ranger Dan coming in. Again, I'm still getting used to the whole, moving stuff around. But I'm excited for that.
It's no different than like TV networks. You move stuff around depending on who's watching, who's listening, whatever. And,
Thank you for coming in.
Hey, thanks for letting me. Always an honor, you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll have you back in tomorrow morning. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
If you're looking for special prices on some pretty amazing products, check out the website radiosavings.com. We're adding new items all the time, so you might find something cool. And you can save money when you buy stuff at radiosavings.com. One other thing many people like, many of the products you'll find at radiosavings.com are made in the USA. Good quality items at great prices. Radiosavings.com.
We can save you more.
Radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine and Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We are going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. And joining me with some positive news, we have Nancy Halverson from the Levitt at the Falls Bandshell. How you doing, Nancy?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely excited because we've got some live music coming back to downtown Sioux Falls this year. It's been a little while since you've had these the parties down there, isn't it?
It has been. We had our inaugural season in 2019 with 30 concerts, but we're coming back even stronger with 40.
That is awesome. So 40 free summer concerts, June 11th through September 11th. So we've got plenty of time between now and the first show. But if people would like to get involved in this and if they'd like to be a part of this, what is the best way for them to do that? You don't need to buy a ticket or anything, do you?
No, it's completely free. We are a beautiful outdoor venue, so you just come on over, bring your blanket, feel free to bring your picnic with you and enjoy some great free music. But if you want to get even more involved, we're always looking for volunteers, so people can go to our website and sign up to help us out.
And I see LevittSiouxFalls.org is the website. And is that right where I go to get involved?
That's exactly where you go. Yep, and you just fill out the form and we'll get you doing whatever fits for you. Some people really like to be very active. Some want to be kind of more passive with us, but we've got jobs for everybody.
That is awesome. And I see on the top of the page a button that says Get Involved. I bet you just click right there. And I see it says Donate, Perform, Shop, Sponsor, Volunteer. So find what makes the most sense for you and click that. Now, are there some specific bands that we could talk about? Because I know with 40 of them, that we probably can't get them all in. But are there any that you think, boy, we should really talk about these guys? Because this was quite the get.
Absolutely. Our opening night band, I'm so looking forward to. They're called Ranky Tanky.
Nice.
And they are coming from South Carolina. Their music is really based in that Gullah culture. So they've taken that traditional Gullah music from the coast and they've added contemporary instruments and vocals to it. They won the Grammy Award this year for Best Roots Music.
Awesome. And we've got some people coming there all the way from South Carolina. But then I see we also have like Good Road Band and some people from this neighborhood as well. Would you say the majority of the bands are from out of town, or the majority of them from this area, or where is it a little bit of both?
It's a good mix. We have 8 genres, 8 series of music, and one of those series is called Homegrown.
Nice.
And so 5 of those bands are all local, but then we have some other locals kind of sprinkled throughout. So I'd say about a quarter of them are local. And then, of course, we have opening bands before each headliner, and those are all local artists. This
is such a cool thing. And again, Levitt at the Falls, building community through music. If people would like to get more information, the website, levitt.siouxfalls.org. We're going to throw a link to make it really simple, really easy. Thank you for all that you're doing to give people something fun to do. And it looks like just about every Friday and Saturday night all summer long.
Oh, yeah. So in June and September, it's Friday, Saturday, but then in July and August, we'll also add Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. See, I just clicked on there. I looked here. Yeah, you got even more fun stuff. So, yeah, if you're looking for something fun to do this summer, there's a place to go and kind of just pull up a chair and enjoy yourself.
Absolutely. And on some Friday mornings, we have 10 a.m. shows for kids.
Oh, nice.
So we hope people will look into those as well.
Again, all of that on their calendar. I'm clicking through and looking at all these bands. There's a ton of people that are coming to town. It's going to be fun. LevittSiouxFalls.org. Nancy, thank you again for your time today.
Thank you. Come see us.
Absolutely. Again, LevittSiouxFalls.org is the website. We'll throw a link to that on our Facebook page to make it really easy to find as well. This has been today's Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters, too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
All right, fella, snappy salute out of the old World Search. Ranger Dan, cap to you too. Look at you over there, Malachi. Hi, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
You know, we're kind of getting ready to wrap this whole series up. I know, little Radio Rangers. We've been working our way through the whole ding-dang alphabet here, and we are already up to the letter U.
All right.
Up to the letter U.
U.
Now, we did a lot of research here in the past little while here, and boy, this is going to be tough, and all I can ever do is be totally honest with you. There's like really no critters that start with the letter U. There's some cockamamie thing called an umbrella bird, but
okay.
Looked into it, it's really just a bird, and let's face it, bird scientists speculate there could be dozens of those darn things. Apparently, the umbrella bird has absolutely nothing to do with making umbrellas, so...
Okay.
But when you really kind of think it through, when it comes to the world of critters, and this is Critter Corner after all, when you consider that people are really technically just critters too.
That's right.
There's a well-known human critter starting with the letter U.
Oh, really?
Known as an Uma Thurman.
Oh, there you go.
Or the Uma.
The Uma. Nice. I like Uma.
Not only is the Uma fairly rare, it's possibly the only one.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And it happens to be female. Now, the Uma has only been around for about the last 50 years, but really didn't gain national attention until she was featured in a documentary in 1994 called Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Now, while usually harmless and really kind of adorable, the Uma has been known to, at least on 2 occasions, attempt to kill some guy named Bill. Now, Not much is really known about the mating habits of the Uma, although she did, according to a publication called People magazine, give birth to a pup back in 2012.
Oh, wow.
Scientific name for that pup is a Luna.
Oh.
Now, while the Uma is endangered, it is illegal to hunt or keep as a pet. Unless you're Quentin Tarantino, who apparently can do whatever he wants and get awards on top of it, even when no one in the world really has any idea what he's talking about. Well, that's all the time we have today, Little Radio Rangers. I hope you learned something. I know I sure did. Till next Critter Corner, this is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, May 4th, 2021. May got off to a quiet start Monday with the major indices mostly flat at the end of the session after trading within very tight ranges. The S&P 500 advanced about 0.5% to close just shy of setting a new all-time high, while the tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite gave up more than 0.25%. The Dow Jones Transportation bucked the trend, however, to gain more than 2% as it moved deeper into a new all-time high territory. The attention this week will still be on earnings and data. Not only are there over 130 S&P 500 companies scheduled to report, but there's also the April non-farm payroll report to worry about. The consensus estimate is for 1 million new jobs to have been created in April, and that figure could be much higher. The risk for the market is that job creation could indeed be much higher than expected and lead the way to rising inflation and fear of higher rates. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.